Okay. Hello, my name is Michelle, and I am tired of my own crap. I'm tired of it. I'm like tired of myself. Do you see me right now? Like, this is an epidemic, honestly. This is an epidemic for so many people my age. And here I go talking about things and referring to them without even clarifying what I'm talking about. But for real, like, oh my gosh, I am tired of it. Do you know what I've done all day today? What time is it? It's 3:10 p.m. Guess what I've done? I've been up since like 8:30. I've done nothing. I haven't even brushed my teeth. I mean, this isn't like a normal thing. Normally, I at least brush my teeth. Definitely not my hair, but all I've been doing is sitting here on YouTube. And if I had TikTok, I'd be on TikTok. And if I had Twitter, I'd be on Twitter. But I've just been on YouTube and Instagram all day long. And it's like not okay at all. It's not okay. I'm 21 years old. Like, when my father was growing up, 21-year-olds had started their careers already. And yes, I'm still in school, but like, what am I doing? What am I going to do? Am I going to be in my mid-30s watching YouTube all day? Like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. It's just so bad for me and like everyone else who's in the same boat as me, which I know is probably more than half of the people in my age group. Like, I know that because I hear people talking about TikTok videos and this and that trends, whatever, all the time. And I see how quickly that YouTube videos start getting viewers. Like, people are on their phones waiting to watch YouTube videos and watching whatever YouTube recommends to us all day long. Maybe not literally all day long, but all day long. And that's just so wrong. And I'm so tired of it. Like, it's causing me to... I can't say that. I was gonna say that it's causing me to, like, be depressed almost, which I'm sure it has some sort of effect on me like that, but I do have a lot of other issues in different parts of my life, so I know it's not completely this, but this just makes it 10 times worse. Like, this is steroids to help depression just like take its rap over me and probably many other people. I'm not doing anything for myself because I'm too busy watching other people's stuff, other people be productive, other people's lives, other people's creativity. So I'm not spending any of that time being or doing any of those things for myself in my own life. And that means I'm also not spending that time planning for my future. And the more and more I watch, the more I want to watch, and the further behind I feel about my own life, and then the more motivation I lose, or encouragement, incentive, drive, ambition I lose to be all those things for myself, because I'm like getting this secondhand, I don't even know, satisfaction of those things that are supposed to be part of life from watching other people's lives on my phone. And the funny thing is that, like, we can technically control this. I could technically just say I'm not going to be on my phone today, like, but it's like invisibly changed to my wrist. And it's just like, it's literally so toxic. And I know that people are always talking about how toxic social media is, but I really haven't seen it hit a rock bottom yet, because this is only getting worse. And we know it's bad. And we know that it's built and literally designed with psychologists to hook us in a way that you can't undo it easily. because it's a mental thing. It's like the elephant that gets roped with like a twine to a little stick in the ground, and it could easily like walk away, but because it feels this leash on them, they don't. When they have literally all the power, like they're exponentially stronger than this little piece of twine and stick in the ground. They could just walk away and not even feel anything. But they don't, because it's a mental thing. Like, they think that they're really chained to the ground. Oh, they see that they are, like they can feel it on their legs. Like, that's literally what we are in with our phones and with social media. Like, that's the same thing that's going on. I don't even know. I just don't even know. If you happen to watch this, you can see on my channel that I have started to try to make my own YouTube videos because I have been sick and tired of being on the consumer side of YouTube. If I'm going to be on YouTube, I want to be on the productive side of YouTube, not on the audience side. But it's just been so hard because when you watch YouTube videos at any free moment that you have, you end up intaking so many people's creative process, and you see all the work that they're doing and their style and their editing skills and this and that, and then you think like, I can never make anything that looks half as good as that. Like, how do I do that? How do I make those little letters? How do I make that animation? How do I make these transitions? Or where did this music come from? Like, what are these songs? I can't do that. What I'm making isn't good. Like, if people are out here making videos like that, like, what can I possibly be capable of that's worth more viewers than that? Or will gain a community like theirs. And so you just end up not doing it. And like I said before, like, you lose motivation to do things like that because you can get secondhand satisfaction from things that we are supposed to be having in our own lives from watching other people's lives on YouTube. So it's like, I don't even need to do that. And naturally, as human beings, we pick the easiest route, and it's pretty sad, I guess, in a way that we do this, but the average person is going to pick the easiest route. Like, it's the people who do those hard things that get ahead and that see success. And there's literally a book on it called Do Hard Things. Like, you're not going to just say, oh, well, what's the harder thing to do, because I'll just do that. You're subconsciously always looking for the simplest way out of things, and social media was made for that instant gratification. It literally was, and I'm sure so many people know this already. Like, this isn't news, but if it's not news, like, why can't we get out of it? And I'm just so done. Like, this is what I look like on a daily basis. And that's, like, is this okay to anyone? Like, it's not okay to me. It doesn't feel good. Like, this doesn't feel good. Why would anyone want to feel this way? Like, I don't even, it's affecting so many different parts of my life, because not only did everything else that I just said is, like, something I've been struggling with, but, like, when it affects, you know, my physical appearance, like, on a daily basis, I look like I just rolled out of bed because I'm not doing anything with myself, and I have no creativity or, like, drive to even brush my hair or put makeup on. Not that I need makeup, but, like, I don't even put myself together anymore, like, because I can get everything that I need or want just being in bed, going on my phone first thing in the morning. I don't need to get up. And when you enter the real world after being stuck in your phone for so long, and you look this way and feel this way as a result of that, you don't even know how to carry yourself anymore or talk to people. You don't have confidence or self-esteem because you never put yourself together or invest in yourself. And then you just feel lazy and ugly and all these things. And there's just so much more that this is affecting besides just that too. Like, it literally affects everything. And I have this like horrible anxiety in me, which is probably from being on social media too much. And I didn't even realize that until now. Maybe this anxiety that I've been having, because I've only been having like medical anxiety that's diagnosed for about a year and a half or a year and a few months when COVID started. And I think that's when my social media intake spiked up, and it's been that high ever since. And I didn't even realize that until now. That's probably why I have such bad anxiety now, that I can't even consider talking to another human being without immediately getting like the worst armpit sweat and body odor from the anxiety of that. Which, if you didn't know, sweat from anxiety and stress actually is what smells bad. Usually, unless you're eating something that smells, if you just sweat from going to work out, it's not going to smell as bad as BO from anxiety and stress. And like, that's the only type that I ever get, which again is just affecting like all these different parts of my life. Like, I'm so insecure about that. And like, I just can't do this anymore. I just like have this existential like doom and like crisis all day long, every day, unless I'm like out actually doing something, you know, something interesting, like going and sitting at the beach. But even that, I'm still sitting there like, what am I doing with my life? And I'm just on my phone, or I try not to be. I try to read a book, but still, like, I cannot be someone who just sits back and watches. As it is, I have a hard time with my work ethic from other, like, mental, emotional struggles that I've had, and, like, this is not helping. Like, I want to do something with my life. I don't want to just sit on YouTube. Even though, like, I do want to, I don't want to. And I think that's why I need to quit YouTube. And by quit YouTube, I mean, if I'm going to be on YouTube, it's going to be me posting videos finally. Because if I would have stuck with this when I first started it, I would have already had a whole YouTube channel for a year already. A year's worth of content. And I have maybe 5 videos. And that's just crazy to me. So, if anyone happens to be watching this, I commend you to think about if this is having the same impact on your life as it is with mine. And you should really consider letting go of consuming content as much as you do. You really should, because this isn't good for us. And if a whole generation is severely impacted by this, and that doesn't have to mean that 100% of the generation is, but it just has to be more than 50%. Or even less, like it could be 30, 25%. If this is going to have an impact, or is having an impact on our generation, we have no idea what that future is going to hold for us. Like, this is weak. I don't even want to say weak. I mean, I don't want to make anyone feel shamed for this, because there are very smart people behind this. There are very smart people who literally designed this to happen. And we're not weak, but we need to be stronger than that. And it's very hard. You literally have to go against your own psychology, your own natural psychology, to overcome this. But I think that this is going to turn out really bad for a lot of people and a lot of the world if it keeps going on the way it is. So I think today's going to be my last day of watching YouTube videos the way I have been. Maybe I'll, reserve one day out of my week, or once every 2 weeks, once a month, that I go and watch all my favorite YouTubers' videos and content, but definitely not an everyday thing or weekly thing. Like, this can't be happening anymore. And maybe that's a goal that you can set for yourself too, because this is just wild. Like, it's literally crazy. And I don't see this going anywhere good. It's kind of like breaking up with someone that you really wanted to work out and you love them, but you just know that it's not good for anyone and you just have to do it. And some people end up not being able to, and they just stay in that situation forever, and others find it in themselves to rip the Band-Aid off. That's what I want to do, and I hope that I can find some sort of community on YouTube by creating my own channel, and I will just see how that goes, I guess. But that's it. I'm quitting YouTube. You could subscribe if you want or not. Please, please don't watch. If I end up posting videos often, please don't just spend all day watching my videos, because that's not good for you. This can happen in a healthy way, but you have to make it a very conscious and intentional decision to make this happen in a healthy way. That's why I don't think it's entirely hypocritical to believe what I'm saying and also want to make videos yourself, because there is a good way to go about things, but it's just everything is okay in what's that word? Moderation. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go now and contemplate my life even more. Maybe take a shower, brush my hair. I don't know, maybe do things that normal people do, or try to at least, but yeah, that's it. Hopefully I get to see you in the next video so I can actually start being productive and not whatever I've been doing right now.